Hello, Instagram. Hello, Facebook, and LinkedIn and YouTube. I'm coming to you with another Tuesday talk. And yes, the topic for today is frustration. How to manage your frustration at work. It's a common feeling at work, particularly if you are one of those action takers. You do get value from today's conversation. So if it's first time that you're joining my Tuesday talk, building your executive presence, you don't know that I always talk about two topics: landing higher profile roles, which could be anything from a global company or a company that is higher, better, cutting edge technology, or a company with a trusted brand. Could be anything that you consider a higher profile, but this is for executives and senior managers that they want to land higher profile roles. And the second group that I always talk to, and the second topic that I always explore, is landing or creating higher profile, a higher impact roles where you go beyond your companies and you have audience, and perhaps you will do some advisory, public speaking, and consulting gigs on the side. Some people would transition out from corporate. Some people will stay in but do those works alongside. So either way, I always talk about higher profile or higher impact roles. When I do this one, my conversations are always following the same structure. I always introduce a topic, and then in, after introducing a topic or concept, I will give you an example of real life, and always extend an invitation for the next steps. What's the point of learning something and not knowing what to do with it? And why do I do this? A girl with background in software engineering and business transformation and agility talks about career development, because I always have seen people that are really good at what they do. They're not able to get to higher profile roles, and they can't get to the tables that they make decisions. And that is quite painful. So I decided to do something about it. So people that are the doers and they have ideas can make decisions and lead the piece of work. So with that, the topic of today is managing frustration. So it's a common feeling in the corporate and in our organization. And the thing that is important in it, I'm not going to go and unpack frustration, but there's one key element in this feeling, and that's that. We always get frustrated when we see something is not moving forward based on our expectation. So there's a lack of movement, or there's an element of time that we expected something will get at to the point, but is not there. That is the cause of frustration. That element is not there, time or movement. So have that one in mind to be able to detect if you're angry or pissed at something, or we're just frustrated, because there's a difference between frustration and anger. Once you detect it, that it is frustration because it's not going the way you wanted it, then here's what we do. Number one, acknowledge that I'm frustrated and find out what movement is missing that has caused the frustration for you. So you're finding exactly what is it that, giving you that feeling. Number two, instead of looking at people that are causing your pain, turn this one inside and see what is missing from your skill set that is not helping with the movement of whatever is expected. Let me explain this better. I actually learned this concept from an American entrepreneur. It's a lady called Leila Hormozi, and she owns a multi-million dollar business, actually a portfolio of businesses. And she was talking about the concept of when you see something is wrong in the organization or in the corporate or system that you're running, turning it inside and look inside to see what is it that is inside you and what is it that is missing for you that you feel that way. So I am changing that concept and bringing that concept to the organization, particularly about movements and delivery and getting things forward and moving things forward. So once you find out, turn the question and turn it inward. What is missing in my skill set that I can't contribute to this movement? I can't push things along. I can't move things forward. Then it becomes a really easy solution because now it's in your control. You can either decide to learn the skill that is missing. You can acquire it. You just get a consultant or someone that can help with that, or you can outsource it, give it to someone, and they will do it for you. But identifying what's missing for you is the key things because it brings it in your sphere of control. And then the third thing is to be able to apply the change and put what is missing in place so you can move things forward. Let me give you a real life example of this so the concept comes to life. The real life example, you are in SLT senior leadership team and you will see this initiative that's supposed to be strategic is not being moved forward for like 3-4 months and everyone is nodding, but you know it's not moving forward. What is it missing? Instead of being frustrated for the whole table that they are just a bunch of, you can insert whatever attribute you wish, but instead of being frustrated with them, think of what is missing for me. Is the messaging not clear? Is the why objectives are not clear? Is this aligned with the strategy or is not? Is it against someone else's strategy? Am I pushing something against someone else's plans or programs? Is the delivery model and roadmap not suitable? What is missing for me that I can bring to the table to move things forward? By changing that, you will be able to firstly be seen as a leader because you are the one that is pushing, but not just pushing for without any solution. You're bringing extra solutions. You are becoming a catalyst for movement. Also, the other thing is you have spent your time to learn something new or use perhaps one of the tools that you've had in your toolbox but you never use for just creating some sort of momentum and movement. This is a key for your growth. This is a key skill set that turns your frustration to some sort of action that turns you to a leader. And most importantly, and this is where a lot of my clients come to me and they say, I'm going to quit. I just don't want to be there ever again. I was like, once we get deeper into it, we realize that what is missing for them. And if they, let's say, go to another company, they still take the problem with them. They haven't learned how to fix this problem for themselves. So even if they go somewhere else, they probably have another cause for frustration because there's always something that is not going to our expectations. That was a theory and one example. And if you are one of those people that currently, where you are, feeling the frustration in different shapes and forms for different reasons, different parts of organizations, different working groups, definitely I can help you. And we can have a leadership audit. And what I'll do in those conversations is quite a structure. It's not a normal assessment like Myers-Briggs or DISC assessment or your zodiac sign. Is actually looking at what is it that you do, what is it that you don't do. It's basically an assessment of your actions or inactions. And looking at where you want to go, what are your opportunities and what are your blockers. At the end of the leadership audit, you definitely walk out with some clear actions and a roadmap to follow through. All right, my friends, let me connect the dots so I can close the loop. and finish the conversation for today. Frustration is a negative feeling that there's an expectation of something happening in a certain period of time. There's an element of time and expectation in it. Identify it, find out what's missing from it, decide, turn inside, decide how to acquire it or gain that skill that is missing to move things forward. And then, last thing is put the corrective action in place and move things forward. This is the key for you to be seen as a leader and grow. Thank you so much. That's all I had for this Tuesday talk, and I hope to see you next Tuesday, same time, same place. Adios.